Hey Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing the month of October, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear it right now and come back for the next month's reading. But it's October. I'm obsessed. This and Christmas. I love both holidays. I love fall. I love sweater weather, pumpkin, apple picking. I'm just obsessed. I feel like fall is my favorite attire. I can wear that all the time. And I live down south or south-ish. Well, no, I'm south, but it's not like completely south where it's like just hot. I have all the seasons. So it's like I can actually wear like the clothes without wearing like a winter coat over it. I used to live up north. So anyway, no one wants to hear about that. Everyone's here to do their reading. Am I right? So let's go ahead and jump right in. I am doing past, present, and future. I kind of saw that kind of took off with the last reading. So if you look at the, it's like an all signs reading, kind of got good feedback around that. So if you do like it, definitely leave a comment because I do want to make sure I'm kind of catering to everybody's needs and what they want because I do want to help at the end of the day. That's the reason for these videos. But I will also do like a last minute feedback from the guides, any guidance, any advice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start and see what we have for the month of October for Capricorn. And this will be like the energy and the vibe of the month. All right, so we have celebration. We had a fire sign that had this, maybe it was Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius or know of a Sagittarius, maybe this is also in your birth chart, you can go ahead and look at that. But you guys might be on the same frequency. I think I'm getting a sense of like whether it be something to celebrate in the future, but you're leading down that path, but there is some fiery energy, some happy energy, things that you're doing for yourself. Maybe there's things like you might not even notice that's happening. You're like, no, there's nothing to celebrate. But this is like maybe your guide saying that, yeah, you do have something to celebrate, you know, like this is something that you could kind of keep note of because again, we're coming into a new month, you know, anything can happen, right? So let's go ahead and pull some cards here, past, present, and future. Just want to get a few shuffles in and see when my guides want me to stop. Leave that. Oops, there we go. Okay, so we're going to start with the past. So the past is the Death card, the Empress, and the 9. Yeah, so a lot of ships. 9 shifts, not ships. Maybe you do have a ship. I don't know. I mean, good for you. Can I get invited? You got a yacht. But 9 of Pentacles. Sorry. I'd love to be invited on a yacht. Anyway. There's a lot of shifts that happen in the past. I see that there's a rebirth. You put yourself first. You're not chasing, you're attracting. There does seem to be, I don't know if it's work related or a person, but it doesn't matter. We're going to leave it broad because I want you guys to realize that you got to place the information where it makes the most sense. I've gotten a lot of people being like, oh, like that's not for me. And it's like, I think it is. It's just that I made it into a certain topic because I do get information that leads me in a certain way because a lot of Capricorns are going through this, but not every Capricorn. But I do see, again, there's a rebirth, something shifted, something changed. You put yourself first. You're not chasing, you're attracting, you're done kind of chasing the person, the thing, and you're just letting it be, you know, like letting it come to me. And I feel like you have realized that I think you filtered out a lot of people or a person or a lot of like situations at work because you stop putting in the effort and being the one that does it and the only one that does it. I think you have realize that, oh, if I put in the effort and it's reciprocated, and then I'm okay with it. But if it's not, then people started dropping off. And I think that's what happened. And like you don't care because now you like dropped off the dead weight. I think that's what happened in the past. I think people now you're like basking in the abundance. You have your freedom, you have your peace. There's peace. I'm getting peace very, very, very strongly. So that could be something to be celebrated. Okay. Like if we're looking at celebration, like you've let go of the dead weight. I just don't know why that's like coming into my head. Maybe that resonates. If it does, definitely leave a comment. Let's go ahead into the present. So the present we have Two of Pentacles. I feel like you have gotten this card. I don't know why. I don't keep tabs of certain signs. I'm a Virgo, my husband's a Taurus, but for whatever reason, Capricorn, I don't know why, but I feel like balance has been your theme since January. And there's certain signs that I kind of remember, but with Capricorn, I'm just like kind of trying to see this story play out because I don't even know, who do I know that's a Capricorn? I can't even think of anything because like sometimes I'm just like, oh, like now I know what my friend's going through, and then I will call them and they're like, yeah, and it's like, oh, but you guys, there's something with balance. Like your life was not balanced. I think like you couldn't focus on your work because this person was doing this, or you couldn't focus on your person because work was destroying you, vice versa, something like that. But I see that like currently there is some kind of balance. Again, you drop the dead weight, whatever that means to you, and you have brought the balance within your life that you can literally have your cake and eat it too, which you haven't been able to do for a very long time. Your energy is King of Swords energy. Did I show you these? I don't know if I ever flipped them over. I don't know if I did or didn't. So we did it now. But there is a sense of King of Swords energy. Very mature, like very rational. Like you, again, rational is being like present in the past too, because you kind of are now like, look, I'm not going to think emotionally anymore. I'm letting go. I see you for who you are, and that's it. I'm not going to validate you. I'm not going to give excuses for you. Like I'm just letting you show me your true colors, and I think that's part of this King of Swords energy. And the butterfly, like the air sign, the butterfly, like you've evolved. You've completely evolved from whatever your situation is. And there's a butterfly at the top there. That's why I'm saying that. So there is change, French. I make weird jokes. Okay. Everyone's gonna be like, wow, that's cringy, but it's okay. I'm me and it's fine. It's all good. So then we have victory, because I don't know if I told you I was on these cards. So we have the Six of Wands, which is victory. And there's like this is where you need to be. You're getting so much success with just like letting things roll off your shoulder, the balance being there, the universe is being like, okay, this is perfect, this works. Celebration. This is giving me Three of Cups, which makes sense. I think this is actually, I've noticed some of these oracle decks kind of come off of the tarot decks, but this is the Three of Cups energy where you're celebrating being with your friends, being out and about. I think that's the energy that's currently taking place. You're just very carefree. You're making time for you and yourself and people that matter. So I love that for you guys. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the future. I don't know why this is not giving me good vibes, and not in like a bad way, but I feel like it's a test. So we have the Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and Knight of Wands. So I don't know what happened in the past, but the past seems to be coming back. So whatever happened in the past to make you kind of be like, you know what, I'm done chasing and attract. Like there was a rebirth, kind of like Death card being there, something broke down. I feel like there could have been a breakup. There's that person's coming back. So maybe like the job that you left is going to reach out and be like, hey, we really need you. Like, something along the lines, or like your friend that you stopped talking to reaches out to you again, and you're just like, no. But there's the past feels like it's coming back, and being like the Five of Swords, five is conflict. I feel like they're bringing that back into that situation in the future. So I think it's more of like, hey, like keep an eye out for this, because you don't need to let this be your energy. They're going to come in very quickly in terms of messaging, whether it be email, phone call, DM. They're going to try to reach out to you. They're going to try to weasel their way back into your life. I definitely see that, and kind of want to disturb this peace. And then like, there is a disturbance of peace. There is a sense of like, this is going to kind of like the balance things kind of like there will be a ripple effect, and it all depends on how you handle it. I do get a sense that they're going to want to give you an opportunity to either make amends or to kind of bring back what you guys had in the past. So if this was a work, friends, or family, or relationship aspect, just be hyper aware, because this is going to have a ripple effect in your balance that you finally have. So if that, it again, like I'm not seeing what way you go yet. That's just what's going to be coming. Let's get some advice, because I think that will be very valid into knowing what your guides need you to know from this situation. But again, you are like in control of your own destiny, so it's up to you what you want to do with what that past energy is kind of showing itself. But let's go ahead. See what this advice is. I mean, 10 of Swords, King of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. I almost get a sense of your guides being like, please stay away. Please stay away. I feel the energy of defeat coming from this situation, because I think you do give them opportunity to talk, and it just is so, the energy is just so bad. I just think that you need to keep looking forward to whatever it was that, like, you know how you have an image now of your future because of where you are presently, letting go of the past, the rebirth happened, and so now you have a different version of your future that does not include this person or situation. Your guides want you to continue looking at that future and hold on to that, because they're going to try to bring you back, right? Like, they're trying to bring back that memories and passion and kind of get you back to where you were before. And like, I think it's being solid with things. So they want you to like hold the King of Cups energy and maybe like kind of remember, like, yes, like King of Swords, be logical, but also remember, like, if they're making you feel like this, then have the maturity to know that you need to walk away and close that chapter, close that door. I feel like there has to be some kind of blocking, because girls, I don't think you have them blocked, and I think they have ease of access in some situations. So keep that in mind, because I think that's super important, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe that'll give you like the will to not kind of look back, if that makes sense. But if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe. Leave a comment for other people to kind of know that they're not alone. I love building the community around that, and thank you guys for coming back. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.